Hey guys, welcome to the Homestead. So what we're going to talk about today are gas cans. Gas jugs, you know, gas cans. You keep your gas in them. Back in 2012, I'm going to tell you a story. Back in 2012, a company, an American company, went out of business, filed for bankruptcy, never to make gas cans again. They were basically bankrupted by frivolous lawsuits from idiots who, did stupid things like put gas on, live fires and other things that got them hurt, injured, or killed. And the company just basically ran out of money paying these people, in the court system. And their insurance company basically refused to insure them anymore, and so they had to face the reality of the litigious society that we live in America today, and they went out of business. 117 jobs were lost, and a company that had been around since before World War II and who had supplied most of the gas cans for all of the U.S. military and much of NATO went out of business. So fast forward to today, a few years later, after 2012, when this company went out of business, you have gas cans like this that are sold at your local Walmart, and they're absolutely a pain in the butt to deal with. Basically, to fill these things up, you have to tip it over, you have to depress this thing here, push this thing down, and then maybe the gas might come out. I don't know. It's all hit and miss. So we've had these cans we've had a lot of gas cans for a while. We have our own, kind of strategic oil reserve on the homestead. We keep a number of gallons of gas and diesel on the property just for our tractor, for our trucks, for emergency purposes, for preparedness purposes. And so we keep our own gas here on the homestead, our own diesel on the homestead. And, when it comes time to refueling the tractor, I bring the tractor up here and I stop by the little gas depot that we have on the homestead, and I'll fill it up. Well, some of our diesel cans we've had since we moved off grid, and they're starting to get a little raggedy, so I went to Walmart and I bought some new cans, and I saw these things. And they're just impossible to use. Once you did get this thing depressed down far enough where gas would come out, it came out at such a small trickle that, I would have been there for an hour trying to fill, my tank, my diesel tank on my tractor. And so, what do? I basically had to take this whole thing off, put it into a different container, and then pour it into my tank because this thing was basically worthless. But this is a result of the litigious society that we live in America, where you have people who are the lowest common denominator when it comes to intelligence in this country, that you have to use things like this, otherwise they'll sue you. And the courts will rule in their favor because stupid people always win in court, and that's the result. You have to deal with idiocy gas tanks or gas jugs or whatever. So there is a solution, my friends. And I found a company advertising on Facebook, I think, or somewhere. And I reached out to them. I say, hey, listen, man, I really need to switch over to your product because what I have now isn't working. And they basically made me a deal and gave me a discount on a couple of their products. It's called the Easy Pour. Easy Pour. And so I want to take a look at this. We're going to get a close eye view of it and show you how I'm going to switch it out with this one here and switch it out with my other diesel tank that I have, one of my other diesel tanks. And then I'm going to do that for all of my gas jugs. And then I'm going to give you an opportunity to get a 20% discount at the end of the video. Or if you want to do this too, you can do it. It won't cost you an arm and a leg, and we're going to give you, the company gratefully, amazingly, gave our viewers a 20% discount so that you can do the same thing for your gas jugs. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so here we are. Inside the package, you have a couple of different cap adapters. So you get the one that comes with your can, and you have these two. And between the three of these caps, the one on your can that comes existing, or these other two, some of these are going to work. So you're going to have an option, one of them will work. So you have to just switch it out and figure out which one works. There's two different threads on these two caps here, and this yellow one is the thread that fits this here, so that's what we're going to replace it with. And then they give you a little lanyard for the cap, and they give you two caps, one extra, so that if you lose one, and you're going to lose one, they have an extra one. You just pop it off, and if it falls off, you just put a new one on there, and it screws on. I like that. It actually screws on. The really cool thing about this nozzle, folks, that most other companies out there are not doing, and I've been around gas cans for a while, is they're putting a little filter in there. So there's a little screen filter inside there that will fill, like, so if there's junk that gets inside this can, you know, for some reason, it's going to stay. If it's big, you know, it's not going to run through that filter. So that's going to protect your gas tank. So that's really cool. And then it also comes with an air vent. So this little air vent, you basically drill a hole back here, pop the vent in, and then that gives you the free flow access that you love so much when you're pouring your gasoline. So that free flow access, and makes it really easy to you know, use your gas can. So you just drill a 1/2-inch hole, and that pops in. It's nice and secure and tight, and there you have your vent. So everything you need is included with this kit. I was so happy to find these guys, folks. I hate these things. I mean, you talk about me being frustrated. I was so frustrated the other day, you know, or if it was a few weeks ago or whatever, that I tried to, you know, fill up my tractor with some diesel, and man, I was so frustrated with this thing. It was crazy. And so these are your Walmart gas cans that you get today. So all you gotta do is just basically unscrew this thing, pop that off, put this new one on there, screw it down, fits perfect like a glove, and then we'll just go ahead and drill that hole out. There, fits nice, snug, and secure, just like you want. Perfect. That's going to be great. Well, there you go, folks. It literally took me about 2 minutes for each can to switch it out with the new spouts that they give you. Really simple, easy to follow instructions. It just doesn't take, there's a lot of videos out there, you know, that tell you how to put it on, so you can look those up. It was very simple. Just switch out the caps, put those on, put the lanyard on, and drill the hole with a 1/2-inch, you know, paddle bit, and you're done. Pop it in there, you're good to go. So really couldn't be simpler. Folks, if you want to get these for your cans, there's a 20% discount code. It's on your screen right now. You can check it out. These things are these are really affordable. They're not expensive. I know there's a lot of other gimmicks out there for these things because a lot of people are really upset with these new spouts that are coming out on these cans. And so there's a lot of different gadgets out there you can get. But this is probably your cheapest option, your best option. Comes with a lot of benefits for it. You know, it's got the screen built in, it's got the cap at the top. And yeah, I get a little bit of a kickback if you use our coupon code. That's cool. And you know, I don't really promote things that I don't use myself here on the Homestead. So I have a long history on my channel of telling people that. So we're going to order some more of these things. We're going to put them on the rest of our cans. And you know, I paid for these things. I mean, they didn't give them to me free. I paid for them, and they basically told me, hey, if your audience is interested, we'll give you a 20% discount. I said, absolutely, that sounds like a great deal. So check it out. And listen, folks, I mean, if you're happy using those other spouts on those other cans, great. No Homestead for you. Okay. All right, guys. Hey, listen, if you like this video, please check out this list of amazing folks. These are patrons. They make all of our videos possible. We couldn't do what we do here without them. We really appreciate all the things, all they do, and help us with the support for our channel. You can check them out, learn more about the benefits at patreon.com/AnAmericanHomestead for more information. Other than that, hey, check us out on STEEMIT. We're on STEEMIT now, getting ready to make that big giant leap into something amazing. So check us out there. You want to follow us there. SteamQ is going to be launched at some point, so we're looking forward to that. So STEEMIT, check us out there, and then share us on Facebook and other places too. We really appreciate that as well. Check out those videos over on the left and hit that subscribe button down below. All right, guys, see you next time on An American Homestead.